Hi everyone, this is George from Solar Alliance. Today I wanted to take the time and just throw on YouTube or on Facebook just a little video explaining what a electrical wall for your photovoltaic or solar system will look like on your house. First, let's start off by just talking about the products here. Here is our inverter. In this case, it is the Solar Edge HD Wave inverter. Then we have our AC disconnect. That's going to be responsible for turning all the power off. Here is going to be our second meter, and that is going to be our solar or photovoltaic meter. As we can see, we have our basic service panel, and then to the right is that existing revenue meter. All right, so getting back to here, let's look at the HD Wave inverter. We really enjoy this inverter because right away we can see that we have an antenna here for monitoring the system. It's going to be live monitoring, so it's constantly going to be updating each individual module, showing exactly how much power is coming in and going out. What we also like is this rapid shutdown takes place of a direct current disconnect, very similar to this alternating current disconnect. In the case of a first responder coming by, they're going to need to make sure that even though the power is down, we're not back feeding energy to the grid, which could electrocute these gentlemen or women. So what happens here is we have this great function of just what they call a rapid shutdown, where we can just turn this whole thing off and know that any of this DC power is not being sent back to the inverter, inverting to AC and then sending to the grid. Number two, we have again this AC disconnect, which we can just turn off and on just in case of emergencies. We have that there in place. Now let's say that solar is on a beautiful day like today. We are powering this house with all of those solar panels. And by the way, drone video coming with this, so please take a look at this video because it's a beautiful install. But we have solar generating direct current. We've now inverted to alternating current. It is now passing into this PV meter and accounting for how much power is generated and has now gone into this house. Now it's gone to the house. We're going into this service panel. And since this, based on the system size, we now have, so we can get a focus, a 40 amp breaker. And we're going to power the house through that. Now, a word on this service panel. I really want everyone to understand that in order to pass inspection through any authority having jurisdiction, so utility company, city, we need to have this. This is called a main breaker. This one is a 200 amp main breaker. It could be 175, it could be 225, maybe get away with something as small as 125 if it's really, really small house. However, it's not about the size. It's about the ability for a first responder to come, and if they need to shut everything down, even though we have our disconnects, and even though it's labeled here, this is where solar is coming in, they're just going to go and turn off this whole panel so they know everything is safe and sound. If this is not on your box, you are going to have a new box replaced, or they're going to do what we commonly call a gut swap, which takes all the guts out and put a new one in, an existing box stays. But this is very, very important in order to pass inspection. It's not an upsell by a solar company. It is what is required. Lastly, we have our good old billing meter. All right. One of my friends, Craig Overmiller, who's our NAPSEP and works at St. Philip's College, says that Thomas Edison was the one that actually invented electricity. Well, I guess direct current in that case. However, it was Westinghouse who was the man that actually invented the meter, and he was the man that got rich. I thought it was kind of funny, but here is your billing meter. This billing meter, we have our transmission line coming all the way over, coming down this weatherhead, and you are going to be purchasing kilowatt hours through here, whether you have solar or not. And then we're going to go into this service panel and power that house. So again, revenue meter, our panel, which is required to have, again, that main breaker. We have our AC disconnect. I'm sorry, our AC meter, my bad. Our AC disconnect and our hybrid inverter that has a rapid shutdown. Thank you so much. If you guys check this out on my YouTube channel, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Have a good day.